Welcome to another episode of Two Jack Dweebs. My name is Jesse.
My name is Brad.
Awesome. It's been a while since we last recorded here.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I think we've been a couple busy, a little sicky, you know.
You were sick, I was sick, my kids were sick, and then I got sick because, my kids were sick.
It's just been not a good time lately.
Yeah. It's the time of year, though. It's that flu season. Everybody's sick. You know what would make sure that you don't get sick?
What?
If you get your macros in.
Also, your macros in, yes, sir.
Also, if you take a multivitamin.
You know what? Actually, I forgot to take my vitamins yesterday, and I had the worst headache.
Yeah, your body gets used to that shit.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you take your vitamins. Yep. All right, vitamins. Your macros 100%, but vitamins 1000%. That will save your life and make you feel 1,000 times better. Yeah,
and if you're feeling foggy, get a good fish oil. Some good fats, some omegas.
Some 3,000 milligrams of fish oil just to boost your brain up.
Absolutely, yeah. Or fight off dementia, because you know what, having dementia sounds like it'd be fun until you have dementia.
I mean, you wouldn't really know, so I mean, it's whatever.
That's true, I guess. It won't be fun for your loved ones if you have those.
Think about your loved one, guys. Yeah. For you though, if you get dementia, I mean, it's whatever. Like, it's a new day every day. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you were born yesterday, like for real.
Or that moment, you're born like every second.
Now we're getting real. We're getting real deep here. Like let's steer back. What's the episode about today, Jesse?
I think today's episode is gonna be like most hated anime characters that we personally hate.
Yep.
I do have a big list, just in general, but I think I've narrowed down for this first time. I think I've narrowed down a few. All right. Two decent ones.
I wanna clarify, because as I was putting my list together, I wanted to know, is this characters that we personally hate for like whatever reason, or is it like characters that are just like evil or bad characters that are like hated because of the shit that they did?
I think it's a mix of the both.
Okay.
Because I think the second ties with the first, right? Like how bad and how evil they were in the series, and I mean, I think that generates just hate for them in general. Mm-hmm. But I think most of my list I hate just for personal reasons,
Same, but I do have a couple in here that are like, they were just bad dudes, like.
Yeah, I know, same.
All right.
Do you want to kick us off? See who you hate first.
See who I hate first. Who do I start with? There's a lot of tropes that I don't like in anime. A lot of stuff that you just have to like swallow and deal with because like it's just like, I don't know, embedded in like.
It kind of needs to happen.
Yeah. Pervy characters, I fucking can't stand, honestly. Like it's such.
I have one.
It's such a tired trope, and it's like it's funny for like a gag or two, but like when that's your entire character's basis, like early Sanji was like fucking chill out. Like now he's a little bit.
He's a little cringier early Sanji.
Yeah, now he's a little bit better. He's a simp. He'll fight for love and all that stuff. That's fine, but like, yeah, early Sanji absolutely was sometimes just like, okay, it's a bit much. That's not who my hated character is, though. I'm not gonna.
I think I have a feeling who it's gonna be.
There's really only one person it can be at this point.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Like, people can argue Jiraiya, but like.
So like that's the thing though, is that like if you have a pervy character but the character themselves is actually good, then like I can see past that. Again, the Sanji thing.
All they do is be pervy.
Like Jiraiya was a dope character. I was sad when he died. Oh, spoilers by the way. And like he was a well-written character, and like pervy was just like sort of like one of his traits. But like I'm gonna start out strong. Mineta from My Hero Academia.
I fucking knew it.
That's what I'm saying. Like his whole thing is just he's a fucking. Even his power is balls. Like how the fuck?
I know. Sticky balls, man. It's his only power he has.
Sticky balls is his power, and he's a fucking perv. Like obviously. So yeah, like I not a big fan of Mineta because he's literally the worst. And his character,
I agree, 100%.
Yeah, his character itself just it's so fucking stupid. Like of all of the quirks and all of the dumb quirks too, he's probably got the dumbest. And I don't understand how he ended up in class 1A of the hero program. That's technically like their top tier class,
No, I 100% agree. I think I have some notes here, and my first note is creepy guy the whole time and doesn't really do anything for the series.
Yeah, all he does is like,
that is it.
yeah, he fucking pervs out over Mount Lady, and Midnight, and then he makes jokes about his sticky balls, and then he
and
like
that's all he does.
That's all he does.
You know what? I think actually they had some controversy in Japan, or it was in North America. I forget, but I do know they had to tone down on his perviness because it was getting too much in the series, and fans were complaining, and they were just getting tired of it, which I 100% agree and see, because that's all he did, you know, in the whole series. Like, it wasn't even like a gag anymore. It was just like, dude, like, shut up.
Yeah,
like, fuck off.
Like again, like, when that's just your character and that's all you do, like, I don't need you.
Characters like him do not need to be introduced, or even like, they don't even need to be there. If it's only a one dimension character and that's all you are, I would rather just have you a background character, and you ogling like the main MC or whatever.
Well, and that's a good point too, because like, it's not even like he's not a main character, he's a side character, but like with My Hero particularly, they give a lot of attention to their side characters. That being said, if he was like a tertiary character, like someone in like class fucking 2A or whatever, who we'd like see occasionally, and he's a perv, like I would have less of a problem with him because I'm exposed to him.
No, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we wouldn't just, I don't know, every time we see him he's just so useless, and he honestly, like, he's in the core friend group, which is like annoying, because you do see a decent amount of screen time from him, even with the training arcs. I think his training arc was literally just him pulling balls over his head the whole time.
Yeah, how many balls can he produce? Like, fucking hell.
No, I 100% agree.
I think the only time that his gag actually got me laughing was, I can't remember when it happened, but it was probably one of the training arcs, like it's season 2 or something like that, but like they were in hot springs, like separated hot springs, and he decided to climb the wall with his sticky balls to see, like, to peek on all the girls and stuff like that. And like, I think that was like the only time I got kind of like a chuckle out of him, because like it was just like, I don't know, the situation, whatever it was, but like everything else is just like, like, and that was still early on in the series where I was like, okay, like I've had enough of you, but not like 100 episodes later, I'm done. All right, what do you got?
I do have a character. I think you'll know who he is from. Universally agreed that this guy is the biggest piece of shit. He's from Full Metal Alchemist. And I think you know who I'm talking about. It is no one other but Show Tucker.
Eduardo.
And
Asobu.
If you guys don't know who this guy is from FMA, I don't know what series you are watching right now. Drop it and just watch this episode, and you will fucking despise this character.
It's across 2 episodes, I think, technically.
There's 2 episodes, 45 minutes, whatever the time is. Take your time, watch this guy, and just absolutely shit on this guy and fucking hate him, because this guy is a failing alchemist, if I recall.
Yeah.
And he hasn't produced results for the government for like, what, 2-3 years?
It's been longer than that. So being the fucking FMA nerd that I am, Show Tucker he's known as the Sewing Life Alchemist. And his already his fucking name is creepy. And his claim to fame was that he produced a chimera, so a mixture of creatures that was able to understand human language. That was 5 years ago. The
was
only,
it 5 years?
Yeah, the only, because the research period is 5 years or something. I think it's 5 years. But the research period currently is coming to an end, and he's produced nothing else, because the only chimera he produced basically straight up asked everyone to fucking kill it because it knew it was an abomination to existence.
Yeah, I mean, if that is your only trope, man, like, move something else, man. You can literally do anything else, but you have to make some fucking monstrosity that knows it needs to die.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But for the viewers that don't know what happened, he basically has a daughter and a dog that live with him, and he goes to last resort and ends up turning his daughter, or mixing his daughter with his dog. Okay.
Yeah.
And creating this monstrosity, and then as Brad was saying earlier, I think that one quote was Eduardo. When Edward walks in and what's worse is that Edward doesn't even fucking like know it's her at first, and he's just like congratulating the doctor.
Oh
and
yeah.
Once he clicks in, he's like, "You disgusting motherfucker!" Like,
and then it's revealed that the first chimera he produced was actually his wife.
Yeah.
So he's not a stranger to this. But like taking aside the fact that like he basically like murdered his family to continue his research.
And the dog.
And the dog. But like he's also just like generally in the business of animal experimentation, which is really fucked. Like all of like they show animals in cages and stuff like that, and they've all got like multiple limbs, and they're all like they all look rabid and wild because like they're all just like fucking abominations. So yeah, Show Tucker 100% just like ugh.
Just piece of shit overall.
Yeah,
that was a pretty obvious one, I think, coming up, honestly.
I mean, if we're gonna go the obvious route, then you know who I'm going next.
What series?
You know, there's really only one dude out there who is just like, you look at him, you're like, God damn, you are a literal monster.
I can think of a lot of characters like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Would I narrow it down if I said that he was pretty?
Is it Hunter x Hunter?
No.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of pretty characters I hate.
It's fucking Griffith, man.
Oh, he's too pretty. He's too pretty.
Griffith.
You know what? I hate Griffith.
Griffith is such a fucking monster. Like, and the worst part is that he's very well written. Like,
I know. I fucking love his character. He's amazingly written.
You can't help but like, at certain points in time, like before all the shit goes down. So like, again, spoilers for Berserk if you've never read Berserk. Also, if you've never read Berserk, go fucking read Berserk. Like, you've clearly missed something in life and you need to go read Berserk. But even before the eclipse, he was shady, right? Like he got guts to do some really shady business.
He was a piece of shit from the start.
Yeah. But like you couldn't help but root for him because you're like, okay, here's a character who like he's strong, he's confident, he's like, you get wrapped up with all the feelings that all of the other Band of the Hawk feel for Griffith. Like, you see him as this character who's just like untouchable, and he's gonna get what he wants. He wants his own kingdom, so he's gonna get what he wants because he's just that good. And then the more Guts kind of gets brought into Griffith's inner circle and asks Guts to do questionable shit, like go murder a child for me real quick, then you start to see a little bit more of like how fucked up he is. But like, you still are like, okay, that was like a one-shot deal. Like, it's okay. It's all right. We can make this work. And then
it's fun, guys. It's fun.
and then the eclipse happens, and you're like, what the fuck?
You know what made it worse for me for his character before he like sacrificed his whole team to the eclipse is that he literally sacrificed himself. You know, actually, not. Did he sacrifice himself? Hold on, I'm trying to remember it correctly. Slept with a daughter. He got mad at Berserk.
He was pissed. Yeah, he was pissed at Guts for leaving because he thought that Guts needed him, and Guts.
Yeah, never mind. This is a piece of shit, man. Guts is trying to go his own way.
Yeah,
make his own like life and make his own name for himself.
Well,
and he got mad about that.
Well, I think that was the hard thing too especially about how it's written, because like the whole thing about Guts leaving was that like he overheard a conversation with Griffith and fuck, I can't remember the princess's name.
It doesn't matter, honestly.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
She still uses this character now.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, he overheard a conversation with Griffith saying that he can't respect someone who doesn't have a goal of their own or something along those lines. And Guts then looked at himself. He's like, shit, I don't have a goal of my own. I'm just living for Griffith's life. And it was in the pursuit of like, I'm gonna leave so I can find my own goal. I'm gonna find myself so I can be worthy of your friendship. Like, that's why he left. Which is really fucked to think of, because that decision to like want to be respected by Griffith turned him into a fucking monster. Like, that's such a fucking knife in the back.
I know. No, I was just remembering why I actually hated him. Is that his old team, the Hawk, went out of the way to sacrifice themselves and risk their lives to save him from the dungeon after a year of torture. You know, And I don't remember if any of them died, like any of the main ones.
I don't think any of them. I don't think any of the main ones died. No.
I'm sure some of them did, but like they went out of their way, save him, and then in the end, he's like just turns on them and sacrifices them all to the Eclipse.
Like the moment it happens.
And then he watches them all get fucking eaten alive, ripped apart. Then proceeds to R-word. I forgot her name.
Casca.
Asuka, yeah. In front of Guts, and then just I don't know, man. I fucking hate him so much.
Not even like that he did it, but he was staring at Guts the whole time. It's not even like he was like he was doing it specifically for like some kind of twisted revenge. It was just like it's not even like he wanted it. He was just like, I want to hurt you, so watch this shit.
After they I think they just fell in love too, right?
They had just they had
they had a night together.
Yeah, they both got over some of their trauma together, like that. It was healing, and then all of a sudden, it's like, hey, there's no healing in Berserk. There is only pain.
There's only pain. If you want to read Berserk, guys, go ahead. Just know that you're gonna be hurting the whole time. There's no good
the whole time. There is a good part, and it's the art. The art is absolutely stunning.
Yes, you know what? If you want to enjoy amazing art of monsters being brutally murdered, but stunning.
Not even the monsters, just like think of like the kingdoms and all the like the cityscapes and the forests and stuff like that. Like that art is gorgeous.
Yeah, you know what? It is a beautiful series. If you guys want to skip, you guys don't need to even read it. All right, just skim through. Like, wow, this is amazing. And then once you get to the fucked up parts, it's like, wow, this is fucked.
Yeah, like when you get to like the goat head sex cult, you could skip a few volumes and then come back and be like, oh yeah, look at this pretty kingdom.
You guys don't even need to see that part. That's oh my god.
So yeah, Griffith is 100% my probably one of my most hated characters, but it's because he's so evil and such an amazingly written character.
He's so good. I mean, I think most of the MCs that are in Berserk are really well written. They have such a like depth to the character. They're more than just like a one level or one dimension character.
Mm-hmm.
They actually have, you can like understand their feelings and where they're coming from. It's such a slow paced story too.
Yeah.
That you can expand and understand these guys. Relating to Griffith, who does have like a white hair, one person I actually really fucking hate is Nier from Death Note.
You hate Nier? Why?
I hate Nier because I forget, is it a girl or a guy?
It's a guy.
Is it a guy?
Yeah.
I think Nier is just like a Walmart version of L. Okay.
The great value brand of L.
Yeah, like if L is fucking like Louis Vuitton, Nier is Louis Vuitton. Okay, like it's just a Walmart version of it. You can buy it. I don't know. I think Nier's a good character, and he is smart, right? Like obviously he's smart. He gets everything, but like he's not L. You know, he's just a Walmart version. It's just like he's the same character, but like just shittier.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying for sure. I see it. I will this is when I'll disagree with you on because Nier. I don't know. I think I see what the author was trying to do with Nier, and the fact that like with Nier and Mello, the two of them together were supposed to be L's equivalent, but it was like the two of them were basically L's different personalities. Like Mello was like L's sort of rebellious side of like he doesn't care how he gets the results, he's just gonna get the results, whoever is life he has to risk. And Nier was like the cool, calculating, like planning side of L. The two of them together were supposed to equal him, but that's why it was like it felt like discount, because like the two of them basically were discount L's, but they had to work together and they just didn't.
You know what? If L just lived, it'd be fine.
Oh, I loved L. L was hands down one of my favorite characters. Yeah, I was so sad. I think I remember tearing up when L died. Like,
oh no, I was so mad when he died.
Yeah,
I didn't believe he died. When I watched the anime the first time, I had to rewatch it. Like, no way, he didn't die.
Yeah. He's gonna come back, right?
He's gonna come back in six episodes, right, guys? I don't actually hate Nier. I hate the fact that he's just like I mean, I understand what point you were making. Like, him and Metal had to work together to become equivalent to L. But I
don't hate Nier. I just hate that he's not L.
Yeah, I just hate that he's not L. You know, like L didn't need to die. All right, we didn't need Nier could have showed up, like, yeah, I'm trying to be like you, and I'm like, nah, man, let me just show you what's up.
That would have been really cool if like L took on Nier as an apprentice or something like that during the case. That'd have been a really cool approach.
Yeah, I would have preferred that 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
You know why? Because L doesn't die. All right.
Even if they did that approach and like Nier was the one that ended up finding out it was Light the whole time, unlike being able to do it, and L was like, damn, you better than me, and then like ended up dying in the end or something. Like that'd have been a way different series, but like it would have been cool. I have a character, and I'm gonna be entirely honest. As soon as this character came into the series, I fucking dropped the series. Haven't been back. I don't know if I will, because I absolutely cannot stand this character.
Can I take a guess?
Go for it.
Is it Boruto?
No, because I've never read Boruto. Fuck Boruto.
I'm gonna bring up, guys. I hate Boruto, but that's another. I'll bring it up after.
I feel like Boruto is one of the most unnecessary series to be created, but that's
so. You know what? I don't even want to get. I'll get started after that.
Exactly.
I fucking hate Boruto.
Exactly. No, it's Zenitsu from Demon Slayer.
Are you sure? Oh man,
I fucking can't stand Zenitsu.
I love Zenitsu.
Honestly, like, again, it's one of those tropes that, like, I just can't get behind, of, like, the cowardly character who's actually OP. Like, I don't know, something about it just bothers me. And when Zenitsu shows up and he's, like, this cowardly dude, and I'm just like, okay, let's see what we got. And then all of a sudden he falls asleep and just, like, completely murders people. I'm just like, man, why can't you just do that when you're awake?
No. Okay, guys. Nope, he doesn't fall asleep. He passes out.
Okay, sorry.
From sheer shock and being such a fucking pansy, he passes out and just unlocks his true potential. And he only knows one fucking move. Okay, it's Thunder style first form. Thunderclap and Flash, or I think that's the actual name of it.
Okay, but now
he's mastered that so perfectly well that he's a fucking god in that.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying. Now flip it and say Usopp had the same thing. Like Usopp got so scared and he passed out, and then when he passed out, he all of a sudden became this wicked sniper who was able to do all of these things and this and that. Like, wouldn't that kind of change your perspective of, like, conscious Usopp? Like, Usopp is so good of a character because, like, he's scared all of the time, but he gets over it.
I do see where you're coming from. I think it's because you haven't read enough Demon Slayer to know what Zenitsu does in the end, right?
Correct. And like I said, because like, when he came in, I lost interest and I dropped it. So I can go back and I will give it a shot, but like, man,
he does eventually overcome it. And he actually becomes even more OP and ends up defeating an upper moon by himself. Spoilers alert for you guys who don't know.
Me included, apparently.
Yeah. Just pointing it out there. That's the only reason why I'm disagreeing.
All right.
Yes, I do find his trope, like, I think it is stupid and annoying, but I think in the end, only because I know the series and I've reread it like 3 times now, but
yeah,
he does overcome it, but only when his master dies from another disciple who becomes the upper demon.
Yeah,
and he actually becomes his own. He actually makes his own form, and is honestly just another Thunderclap and Flash. It's just a first form, but like even better.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a go and see. Yeah, just like, I don't know, that character trope of like, you're really good, but like there's something stopping you from being good. It's like Shikamaru.
Yeah, I do see why you hate him at first.
Yeah,
he is quite annoying.
Yeah, it's like Shikamaru in Naruto, right? Like, he's so skilled and tactful, but he's just lazy. Like, come on, like.
Yeah, just quickly putting out there, another character I have on my list from Demon Slayer specifically is actually Muzan Kibutsuji, I think his last name is. The original demon, right?
Oh yeah.
I hate this guy because this guy's such a piece of shit that he created demons solely for his own benefit to try to like find a demon that he could eat that can conquer the sun. So he creates, I think, a century-long war just because he wants to go outside in the sun and have fun, you know? Like how much of a selfish prick are you? Like, he's already a fucking monster. He could do whatever he wants. He's already all like, he's super powerful, right? Blah 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 blah. Control all the demons. Blah 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 blah. He can literally do whatever he wants at night, but he just wants to conquer the sun. And he creates a century-long war. Is it a century long? What's 1,000?
A century.
It's a century.
Yeah.
That's a century, right? Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah.
No, it's 100. I don't know, it doesn't matter. 1,000-year war. Just because he wants to conquer the sun. That's literally his only purpose of creating demons. And he hates demons too. Like, he doesn't want to make more demons. He wants to be the only demon. Like, this guy, I hate this guy so much. But I understand necessary evil that you need in the series, blah, 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 blah. Moving on to another character I hated that I briefly brought up was Boruto. And I think Boruto was not needed. Like, as a series, like, I understand, like, the guy who, what's his name? Who made it?
Masashi Kishimoto.
Yeah, he just, I feel like he had to make Boruto because his Naruto was such a success.
I mean, do you really have to do anything? Like, you.
No, you don't, man. Naruto was good.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Ended there, boom.
Everybody, stop. Jesse just said Naruto was good. That's it. Episode's done.
Okay, Naruto, like, in itself, was an enjoyable series. Besides all the fucking plot holes, plot armor, fucking shitty writing, some characters, blah blah blah. Like, you didn't need to make another shitty series, right?
I honestly, so I remember getting to the end of Naruto, like the manga, and then that's when Boruto was first introduced with his sister or whatever, I can't remember, like all the kids of the next generation, and I would have been fine with that, like, if that was like, okay, like, you know, Naruto, like
a chapter or two, or like maybe a quick, like, short series of like showing like the afterlife. Yeah, that'd be sick, right?
Yeah, like, just, you know, I like life continues. Like, here's the new generation. Here's who paired up with who. Like, that's like when you watch Naruto. At least when I watch Naruto, like, you form those sort of expectations and those, like, relationships in your head to see, like, who sort of ended up with who and who's doing what now and stuff like that, right? Like, so you kind of got that closure and knowing that, like, okay, you know, the story continues with Boruto, happily ever after kind of thing, right? But, like, I don't know, I don't think that the new series was necessary at all, because it's just like, I don't know, by the end of Naruto, I was just kind of tired of that world.
Honestly, same. I've watched a decent chunk of it. I actually fucking hate Boruto as a character, just solely because so if you do you remember that he's like a genius, right, in his world?
Oh, is he? I honestly didn't know.
He's a genius. He's like ridiculously overpowered for no reason. He can create Rasengan with no issue. Like, you know how Naruto had to, like, overcome all these fucking obstacles to even, like, master Rasengan? Yeah. Then he made his own fucking version of it. Then it's like, it doesn't even matter. But, like, this guy just does it right away. There's no, like, mastering anything. He's too OP. All he does is whine the whole time. Like, he's just a fucking brat. And I honestly don't think he's not worthy of his dad's legacy. Like, Naruto is such a good character. Like, aside from all the obvious plot holes, like, he is the savior of Konoha. He saves the world, feeds pain, fights fucking, what's the girl's name? I forget. The one that one that created Zetsu.
Fuck.
I forget. It doesn't matter. He saves the world, right? Like, he's a fucking god. Okay, among these guys, among the Shinobu.
And he's got the technique that no one else can master, the talk no jutsu.
Yeah, exactly. You can literally talk you off a fight and you surrender. Like, oh yeah, you're right, Naruto. Yeah, I am a piece of shit. It's
not like
Naruto doesn't have any of that. Yeah, he is literally just a whiny kid that's so OP and powerful.
Yeah,
and that's it. Like, and then he just gets shit. Like, I think the most of the series is him getting shit on, emotionally, and then him overcoming that part. Like, there's no training. Like, there's training obviously, but there's no, like, actual real training. Like, you know how Naruto had to master Sage mode or QB mode or anything like that. It's such a, like, he's just strong already. Like, he can already beat half or, like, most of the ninjas in the village, and he's like 10.
Yeah, that
I don't
sounds
know. I think
honestly that
he's-
sounds boring. I like, and there's a reason that
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't
it's-
pick it up. Like I said, I was done with that world by the time we got to the end.
Such a bad fucking character.
Yeah. Keeping with the coined big three, strangely enough, as much as I don't really, this is gonna be loaded. It's not that I don't like Bleach. Bleach.
Did you say Orihime?
No, I don't see, like, Orihime's fine. Just like she's just a subject of like that, like the early 2000s, 2010s version of like writing female characters. Like that's just kind of what she is. I don't really dislike a lot of the characters. I find a lot of them boring. Like I don't really care about them. There's one that I actually do hate though. Captain Kurochi.
Is that Rukia's brother?
The fucking weird scientist dude.
Oh, him.
The
Oh,
fucking
the one with the
every
fucking face
single
tattoos?
yeah, every single time he's on page on screen, I'm just like, oh, like he's got the dumbest power. He's so fucking like boring to watch. His Bankai's dumb as shit. Like I just every time he's on page, every time he's on screen, I'm just so fucking annoyed. I'm just like skip. It's a hard skip. I don't care. Like let's move on.
You know what? You know what's funny? I did enjoy him at first, and then his whole character is just him being smarter than you,
Yeah.
which I get. But like, it is a boring fight to watch him fight. Like all he does is outsmart you. But like,
But it's like it's not even like outsmarting you. It's like outsmarting you with like this new mechanic that I've introduced a chapter ago. Here you go. I'm now better than you. Like I just,
I do think he got very boring real fast, and then I kind of hated seeing him on screen as well. It's just like, ugh.
he's just uncomfortable to look at.
Yeah, and his Bankai is just a big caterpillar baby fucking thing that spits poison.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Like, that doesn't relate to him, which is my one major thing I didn't like. Like, it didn't suit his personality or anything. Like, it's just abomination baby.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Like, and I think that's a good point. Is like all the other captains and vice captains were like at least semi personable and relatable. Like some of them were boring, but for the most part, like you kind of understood their character a little bit. Whereas Kurochi, I can't get that out. Was just kind of like he started as a prisoner and then slowly evolved into the level of captain because of like what he and Aizen did together, and like cool, but also like, man, you've just got the most boring shit. Like,
yeah, I hated his character. I thought he was so just boring eventually. Not even fun to like watch his fight scenes or anything.
all right, wait, what you got?
I think this was my last one. The other ones are kind of like meh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I had Spandam on here from One Piece for obvious reasons. He's just a fucking annoying prick and loves Buster calls. Like,
Yep.
this guy just wants to do a Buster call.
He's just incompetent. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just and somehow he's in CP. Is he CP0 now?
CP. Well, he's the lead of CP0. Yeah. Oh no,
Which
he's I don't know what he is now.
CP9 was it?
It was CP9 that he was leading, but I don't know if he's in CP0 now. I think he's like somewhere else.
No, I think it's CP9 now. I don't know. He shouldn't be there anyways. He's a fucking shitty ass leader. There's Sakura, obvious reasons. Use his character, fucking the Sasuke, fucking lover. Like, I don't know. I thought she was boring.
Actually, as we're on One Piece briefly, probably controversial. Maybe not controversial, but like, in the same vein as like, Captain Kurochi, Caribou makes me incredibly uncomfortable to look at.
Oh, I hate Caribou. This guy's such a fucking creep. Like, it's not even. He hasn't really done anything outright creepy besides steal mermaids.
But like,
which in itself is creepy. But he's such a fucking useless.
It's just
character.
a really uncomfortable character design that like his tongue is always out. He's always wet. He's basically just like a sloppy mess. Like he's uncomfortable to look at.
Yeah,
and like
I hate him.
He's
so
just I don't know why he has been around for fucking longer than Jinbei. Like why are you still here?
Go away, Caribou. And he just hides in barrels and like he let his brothers die. I'm pretty sure his brothers are all dead. His crew's dead.
Yeah.
He's just lives in a barrel.
Yeah, he just like whatever. He just exists, and he's like, I'm going along for the ride. I'm going to the One Piece. Like, what the fuck? Like, fucking hell. Yeah, I can't stand Caribou. Like, I don't. I get his functionality when he like gave Luffy food on Wano, and like the assumed he gave Luffy food again on Egghead recently, but like I fucking can't stand Caribou, man.
I need him to die. Like, honestly,
I just need him to go away. I need him to not be around anymore.
Can you just retire? Can you just go to Blackbeard's ship already and just join his crew?
Right.
We'll see you then, but like just leave us alone for now.
Yeah, exactly.
One character I do really I'm pretty biased. I'm pretty sure the fan base is biased too, but do you remember Gabby from Attack on Titan?
Oh my god, she's on my list. Yep.
Exactly. The only reason why I mean, Gabby is quite annoying as a character. She's also very whiny, very just childish. Again, she is a kid, so I can't put that past her. But why did she have to shoot and kill Sasha?
Man, why Sasha deserved better.
Sasha was such a lovable character, and for her to go out by getting shot by Gabby was literally a spit to her face, or a spit to the fandom. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And Sasha could have died any other way.
Yeah, and I get it. It was like, it's whatever, the unfairness of war and this and that. But like, honestly, I just, it's, fuck you, Gabby. I know. Fucking Gabby is the worst. I actually cannot stand her character because she's so annoying. Her other, like her companion or whatever, I can't remember his name.
Is it her brother? It's not her brother.
No, it's just another kid she was in the program with.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I like him.
He was good. I actually liked him because like he sort of turned around and like sort of saw, and like I get it. Like Gabby sort of like, it's like what they did in fucking Germany during World War II, and like with the Hitler Youth. Like she's fully fucking brainwashed, and it's like deprogramming that and getting over that and stuff like that. Like I get it, but like, god damn, I wanted her to die so bad.
Why did she have to kill Sasha? Like, just you didn't need to kill Sasha. She could have lived. She could have been one of the guys that lived all the way to the end, and we all would have been happy.
Yeah, actually,
honestly, I don't know.
I think she's the only one out of like that core group that ended up dying, because like all of them made it at the end. It was just Sasha that died.
Yeah, even Levi lived. He was a fucking cripple.
Levi was goddamn mangled, but Levi can't die. He's got too strong of a spirit. Levi's easily one of the best anime characters of recent times.
I love Levi.
Yeah,
he's so badass, and he's like short.
Yeah, he is.
Just like and that's like a trope for him in this series.
Well, he's short and weird. He's got the thing about being clean and stuff like that. Like, fuck, that's so good. Yeah. On the same note of Attack on Titan though, and I think this one is probably my last one on the list. Flock, the fucking.
Is that the bird guy?
The bird guy?
Which one's Flock again?
Flock is the one that has the stupid haircut that like was at the so he was part of the Survey Corps and was the only one to survive the Beast Titan attack during what's his name?
Dude, I barely remember this guy.
He was the only one that survived after I can't remember their captain's name. But he like rode them into battle, and like all of them got murdered by like the spray of rocks. He was the only one that made it out. And then he started I don't know if he started it or if he was like the prominent person of like the Jaegerists.
Mm-hmm.
And he just basically became a fucking asshole for the rest of the series.
I honestly forgot about this guy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember this guy.
Honestly, he was part of the more part of the political side of the story. Like by the end of it, like you were really focused on you really focused on like the rumbling and like the core group and stopping Aaron and stuff like that. But like Flock was the one that was sort of leading the charge with like the political like
I do remember. Yeah, so I'm watching his death scene right now. I do remember him dying.
But yeah, like from the moment he was introduced, and I won't even lie to you, I'm pretty sure it's because of his character design, because it looks like someone took a fucking shit on his forehead with his hair. And I just like that haircut annoyed me so much. And then from there, he just like slowly evolved into such a piece of shit character that like I hated him by the end.
No, I mean I agree with. I'm trying. Like I vaguely remember this guy. I do. I just. I mean, I feel like I did hate him. I think he's just annoying from what I remember. I honestly just don't remember this guy at all.
Yeah, he didn't play a large part. Like he was definitely there in like the very 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 last bit of like after the little time skip is when he was most prominent. After they had gone to fucking whatever over the sea to the other place and saw all the like did their infiltration and stuff like that. He got involved there mostly. Even like the short stint that he was in the series, it was the lasting impression of like, fuck this guy.
Fuck you, Flock. I don't remember who you are.
Yeah.
But fuck you. I don't really have any more on my list, honestly.
Yeah, I think
it's a good time.
That was the last one that I had. Yeah. But what do you guys think? Who do you guys hate from anime? Just in general.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Let us know who you guys actually fucking hate.
Yep. There's definitely more out there.
Yeah, I probably think like 20 more on top of my head. Like, yeah, Mori from Tokyo Ghoul, but
man,
all they do is torture Kaneki.
Is it bad that I really like Yamori?
No, yeah, I like him as a character, but I think you know how we talked about earlier in the series, like
dudes who just did bad shit.
Yeah, like you have to kind of hate them, but I actually really like his character design, and his powers and what he did for the story. Love him, but like you kind of just have to hate him, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah.
There's tons out there. Let us know which ones you guys hate. Let us know if you disagree with any of our choices. I think we got a pretty solid list. I don't think anyone out there is gonna be like, I really like Mineta. I love his sticky balls.
if you like his character, you know, so be it. Don't just unsubscribe for us.
Yeah, we will issue a public apology to the Mineta fans if we get enough of you guys.
What, the 4 of you guys?
The 4 of you guys. Sorry about your sticky balls.
If you like him, you are him. All right, that's
oh my god.
That's the only reason why you like him.
It's the only time I've ever felt represented in anime before. Talk more about your sticky balls.
Fucking perverts out there. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe.
Yep. Make sure to share and comment and all that fun stuff. And well, I mean, we talked about it in the beginning, but you know what you should do.
Get your macros in, boys.
Get your macros. And your multis, because, you know, it's flu season.
Yeah, get better, guys. Feel good.
Yep.
Get healthy.
All right. Thanks for stopping in.
Take care, guys. Peace out.
Easy.